It started with a few peculiarities. She initially felt it was her imagination. She began to question her sanity. Random objects moving, doors opening, the dog freaking out in particular rooms. She sought treatment after months of this and received a warning. After that, the shocking truth emerged. The Harrises thought they discovered their dream home. They couldn't believe it. After reading the contract and inspecting the house, they found nothing suspicious. They didn't realize they would always regret going there. After years of renting a Buffalo apartment, Steve and Laura Harris decided to take their relationship to the next level. After 2 years of marriage, they wanted kids. That flat was too small for 2 people, let alone 2 parents and a toddler. They looked for an affordable house to start their family. They heard something later. The house was a steal in one of upstate New York's best suburbs. They never imagined finding a newly built place like that at such an affordable price. They deliberated for months. That house seemed to hide something. They were even more confused when the property remained on the market for 2 months without a buyer. A catch was inevitable. They even suspected the real estate agent who first showed them the house and invited them for several viewings. He was always patient and attentive to their concerns and questions. He seemed to have held the house for the Harris for months. No other buyers were mentioned. He seemed to reserve the place for them and wanted them to buy it. Why? That question seemed difficult to answer. Perhaps the real estate agent liked the Harris or was just an honest man who understood their reservations and understood it was a big step. If you like my videos, don't forget to like or subscribe. Thanks in advance. But after talking to the man time and time again, looking for a hidden motive or a catch, they couldn't find anything suspicious about the house, the contract, or the real estate agent. Unaware, they signed the agreement. Laura and Steve's new house was perfect. They knew the house's every corner after many viewings. They spent hours searching for a flaw that would explain the agency's urgency to sell the house. They found nothing wrong. They had found the perfect place to grow old together and raise their kids. Strange things started happening a few weeks after moving in. Laura noticed that an object sometimes moved while she and her husband were working. While Laura and Steve relaxed in the living room, strange sounds resembling human breathing or coughing came from various parts of the house. More. Otto, the Harris dog, sometimes freaked out at random places in the house. He would wander, enter a room, and bark at a corner, empty wall, or chair. Laura and Steve initially thought Otto needed time to adjust to the house or was stimulated by the abstract wall art. The real reason was sinister. For weeks, these strange events stopped when the Harris had guests. Friends and family all told them it was their imagination. Laura and Steve questioned their sanity. Laura detailed their concerns in an online forum, listing all the strange events since they moved. "There is someone living in your house," was one of many terse but disturbing responses. "Is that possible?" After working all day, Laura and Steve read in bed. They heard those strange sounds again, clearer than ever. They were coughing or breathing. The couple stood there in silence, paralyzed with fear. They listened to find the source. Maybe they forgot to turn off the living room TV. The noise was upstairs. It sounded attic-like. What's happening there? Another sound froze their blood. They heard mumbling and cursing upstairs after a loud thump. The attic was occupied. The couple quickly ran to the kitchen, grabbed some kitchen utensils to defend themselves, and went up to the attic. After climbing the stairs, they found something that dropped their stomachs. Their attic had a man twisting and grabbing his knee. He tripped over Steve's bike, which he kept there. While Steve restrained the creep, Laura called the police. A police car arrived, questioned the couple, and took the man to the nearest station. The truth emerged days later. Harris' neighbor was creepy. After moving in, he stole the Harris' keys. He also lived in their attic for long periods while filming their most intimate moments. But there was still one question in the air: How could he go undetected for so long? Was the realtor involved? Thanks for watching. I'll see you again in the next video.